Previously on Game of Rewon.
Elliot married Myrcella, Red Wedding, divorce, war crimes, siege of Harrenhal, Joffrey died, Stannis fled north, gang stalking Cersei. Please let me know how it feels to watch my video on your TV. And if you're over the age of 65, please let me know how I can grow that demographic. Also, please subscribe if you enjoy my content. Biggest of thanks. Enjoy! Waking up in the Vale, Rewon decided it was time to acquaint himself with its ruler, Lysa Arryn. But in her place, she only managed to find her son, Robin Arryn, the most profound sniffer across all of Westeros. And who, unlike Joffrey, probably was a femboy.
Very well. What do you propose?
No, I don't want to fly from the moon door, you lunatic. I'll take my leave. Having accomplished his main goal of learning from Tywin and somehow managing to marry Myrcella to Elliot, it was time to head south, as his inaction and the consequences that followed of not saving Robb Stark from the Red Wedding had stirred up more conflict across the realm, the Boltons now owning Winterfell. Well, that's not my mess to sort out. On his way, he sadly received word of Cerro, previously entrusted with carrying out caravan missions for Noblitus, now had been captured by some slavers. No! Upon reaching the weeping town, Rewon also wept, as the power discrepancy between Rewon and his 154 men and the full power of a kingdom's army consisting of over 2,000 troops became painfully clear. Realizing this, Rewon had two choices if he wished to carve out his own kingdom in this harsh world. The first being to infiltrate a powerful kingdom and slowly gain more power from within. And the second alternative being to find some weak, isolated kingdom and simply conquer it. Well, if he could find Fafnir, that is. God damn it. Sailing back to Essos, arriving in Tyrosh, he found an even more colorful and legendary muscle suit for Max. In the tavern,
Peace to you. What is your name?
He also stumbled upon Tyrion Lannister, suspiciously taking refuge so shortly after King Joffrey's demise. Well, good work. Here's a tip for doing everyone a favor. Join my party, why don't you? I really am collecting these Lannisters like trinkets. I already have 3 in my faction. Now, let's have a good old duel between Max and Elliot. That new armor giving him +5 dexterity for sure. Close one. I won't cover the entire tournament, but I will say Elliot's archery is horrendous. Even worse than Littlefinger, which should speak for itself.
I need more arrows, gog gog.
Going around Essos preparing to make his move, recruiting more Golden Company soldiers. Finally realizing the cowman is 5 times the engineer and blacksmith Rewon ever will become. You simply can't beat natural talent.
Useless.
Ending up back in Bravos, Rewon was quite rich, having 160,000 gold to his name. But upon reviewing his Iron Bank account, the interest on his small deposit earlier had now grown to become almost 2 million, additionally earning 160,000 gold per week as interest. Not a broken mod at all. It's just called capitalism, with a few sprinkles of olives. Out of nowhere, a raven came flying with the harrowing video of Daenerys' utter defeat. Having lost Meereen and all her holdings to the Kingdom of Sarnor, chariot people who had started to expand across Essos, as well as other free city-states taking advantage of the chaos, now that Daenerys apparently was imprisoned in Yunkai. Very interesting turn of events, meaning that both Aegon and Daenerys had been taken out, leaving no Valyrian kingdom left standing. In other words, the perfect power vacuum to fill, Rewon being of Valyrian descent and a dragon a former dragon rider. Whilst trying to rescue Daenerys as the gallant knight Rewon imagined himself to be, it turned out she had already been released. But he still tried to marry her to spite Elliot for his earlier betrayal, sadly failing at that too. Instead going to the tavern to drink his sorrows away, where he learned that Zero had finally been released. Hey, finally some good news.
The very next morning.
Oh, I really need to take a piss. What's this? You are all awake and ready to hit the road?
Rewon, the big mean dirt dragon breathe fire on Max and Decaumon.
What? Is Fafnir finally back? Now listen here, you dragon. Doheras. Psst, 1-1. I need to show the dragon I am powerful. I will throw 2 javelins into your skull, so just pretend to die. Got it?
Okay, me eat open mouth wide.
Now that's the spirit. Doheras, dragon of dirt, I bind thee to my will. Okay, I think it worked. Yeah, we are so back. Now reinstated as a dragon rider, Rewon decided it was time to stop hiding in the background and finally manifest his destiny, practicing on some unlucky bandits.
Mess with us.
Yes, burn them all to a crisp. Truly blessed indeed. Now ready to unleash his childhood trauma on the world around him, he set sail towards Lotus Bay, a kingdom on the Summer Isles with only one town and a few surrounding villages to its name. What's more, during his scouting he learned that they only had a few hundred men defending the city, and only a few lords patrolling the lands. It would also appear they were quite rich, as their armor was made out of gold. Ah, rich, weak, tribal natives. Say no more. I will colonize and liberate you all. Don't you worry. I do feel kind of bad though.
Oh?
As their leader called me a good man and wanted to become my friend. A true pacifist shifting all moral responsibility of bloodshed onto me, even going as far as calling me mad. Man, that is really messed up. Anyways, the first battle of the war came to be by the village of Stonehead, the enemy holding a numerical advantage of 20 men. But then again, can you really put a price on a dragon? Feeling superior after torching half of their army with his dragon, Rewon dismounted and got ego-checked real fast. Nevertheless, the professional Golden Company soldiers cleaned up any resistance left standing and the day was won. 181 people survived the fire? Well, that's a lot of prisoners. Rewon was developing into quite the king, almost having maxed out riding, athletics and charisma. Next, he set his aim on Lotus Bay, it being poorly defended now that their chieftain had been taken prisoner. Should I kill you? You know what? I can't start my rule with bloodshed. You get to live. Just this once. Now I don't want anyone saying I'm not merciful.
Halt.
Unexpectedly, on his way, he was intercepted by some mercenaries they had hired on top of the remaining army. No hard feelings. I know what it's like to fight for money. And you aren't trying to become my mate.
Stop there, mate.
Good luck, sir. Oh yeah, they also have 3 times the amount of men, but should be fine.
Take on fruit! Stay close! Horsemen! Victory is ours!
That is a lot of renown, but I can see why. This battle was truly one for the history books. Me personally killing 362 men. Or well, my dragon did. If you liked that song during the battle, please go and tell Elliot to make more music. I need more music for my videos, please. Also, don't subscribe. He has already surpassed me in our race to 100 subscribers. Thank you. Having completely routed any resemblance of defense, Rewon laid siege to Lotus Bay. Not building any siege equipment as, well, he had a goddamn dragon. Think you are safe behind these walls? Here, take some free fire, courtesy of Noblitus. Your puny arrows are just scratching Fafnir. What, you got no ballista? Is that it? Pathetic. Well, looks like half the city is a smoke. Wait, do I as the new ruler have to pay for these property damages? Ah, please no. Tyrion, here, I name you governor of Lotus Bay. You got like 500 bonuses to administration. Now that the kingdom had been wiped out, the mercenaries he had previously fought were no longer hostile.
What do you propose?
This fucking cheapskate won't pay more than 2,600 gold out of his fortune of 500,000 gold to release his friends. Well, I guess you can rot in my dungeon alongside the previous lords of these lands. Actually, never mind. Go and find happiness and perhaps work for someone who actually values you as a human being. Now a king, Rewon traveled back to Essos, stumbling into Daenerys crying near her old kingdom. Now flexing his newfound status and dragon in hope of impressing her, but still ending up being denied. As such, Rewon went for the second alternative, entering the throne room of Meereen, saying hello to the biggest troll of Westeros,
Right.
High King Husso, who would win 3 dragons and an army of Unsullied, or some horse nomads with chariots, sitting on Daenerys' chair. Now, whilst his offer of marriage was tempting, Rewon was here for someone else, namely Aegon, who now reduced to a beggar sat crying on Elliot's big shoulder in the corner, like a cucked servant. Yo, Aegon, I know you are down bad for cash now that you're kingdomless, and you know, I normally wouldn't marry someone with average wealth, but I like your daughter a lot. She has some really nice feet. I mean, she's kind a deadly warrior and a true Valyrian queen. Yeah, what is this? 60,000 gold? Fine, but I demand at least 2 cows as dowry. Well, that's one way to get some Targaryen blood into our dynasty. Officially Valyrian royalty. Let's go.
Congratulations to you and Lyanna on your marriage.
No, I will not let you near her. You will not ruin the Valyrian story arc as well.
I am sorry.
Sir Hutojo, here you go. Some stolen native golden armor. Fabulous stuff. Sam, you weeaboo. Here's your gear. You and Elliot can LARP together. On another note, our workshops are absolutely booming. Oh, Edmure Tully wants me to swear fealty the very moment I declare independence. Typical Riverland behavior.
Blacksmithing ASMR. This is 460 Hz blacksmithing ASMR. Relax. Let each hammer stroke soothe your inner fire.
It's been a while. Keeping busy, I assume?
What in the... Did you catfish me?
My husband.
Never mind, must have heard wrong. Here are my wedding gifts. Wool, hides, clay, and you can get your father's cows back. I know he needs them more than me. By the heavens above, you are as comely as they come.
Right, thank you. But if there's nothing else, I have other tasks that require my attention.
No worries. Still the tournament master. Only made 2 enemies from my hostile takeover. Not too shabby. Yo, Tyrion, I got another 4 AM idea. Let's change our kingdom's name to Goldfire. You know, like Blackfire, but with gold. Trust me, the other names were a lot worse. We don't have a crown anywhere. Well, I'll borrow this for now. It's either this or whatever monstrosity this is. Ah, of course, we got all the important side characters gathered here, such as the Faceless Man, Dick Crab, Bronn, Sarrow, and Myrcella.
Let me in!
They stole our spots.
Don't hide the booze.
I, Rewon Noblitus, hereby declare myself the rightful ruler of all of Westeros. From this day forth, my enemies shall know no peace. The lands be painted red with their blood, as I claim what is mine. The war for the Iron Throne begins now. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, as I am currently in a race to reach 100 subscribers before Elliot Blixton. And oh, I am lacking, so please, you noble viewers, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next game of Rewon.
Certified.